I'm sitting
Hey,
here, ain't got no trousers on. It's all chill.
I
big
do have trousers on.
energy for the start of the podcast. It's
Woo!
me, Curly801, and I am with Notices He and Lion Eagle 22_25. How
Yo,
are
are
we
these
doing?
streaming Discord fans?
We're also here with no wait, Jody's not here. Just the three of us today.
Oops.
Yo, just
So
imagine
you
if
know
you
it's
could
time
see
to
this.
talk about, right?
Yeah, how you doing in terms of life and shit?
I've been
I'm
doing
living.
good ever since the subathon ended. I have done kind of dick all. I stayed in bed all day, and then I uh fucking played Diablo for a day, and then I've spent all day today in bed again. But I've been doing I've sent productive emails today, so
Productive emails like what?
like housing things, not job things yet. The job things comes after the podcast, actually.
That's fair. Um, housing thing. It's just a fact email about housing things just seems like a pain. Like especially if you're going somewhere outside of the place that you exist, it must be a pain in the ass. I say the place you exist, where you are now. Like, how do you view things? That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, I have no idea how moving out of state works because I used to move like once a year for like the last 6 years. This was my first time staying in the same place for more than 1 year, and I regret it because this place fucking sucks. Uh, but this is my first time trying to like actually like move. So we'll see how it ends up.
I've just noticed the picture you've used for Jody.
Oh
That was from like the higher or lower art thing, wasn't it?
my god, yes, that's what it was from, the higher lower art thing. I completely forgot.
Curly as cringe.
I have.
Thanks,
Oh,
TOS. Or not
you know,
TOS, TTS.
I was in the middle of turning. I'm in the middle of turning it all off because I was like, someone's gonna resub, and this is gonna come through. Curly, you know what?
So funny.
That's
So funny.
You know what? Curly is cringe. I'll give you that one.
He comes into the Grub Buds podcast every week just to say notices he's cringe and then like leaves immediately.
Sometimes I stick around. Yeah. How you doing, Land Eagle? Enjoying the
Yeah,
end?
all good. Yeah, had a good time since the Evan modcast stuff ending. Just been getting back in the editing cave, the editing dungeon, doing a little bit of job submissions as always, and then today I've been doing some stuff on stream overlays. Simon's in chat.
It's Simon. Oh my god.
Everyone be cool. Simon's here.
Guys, Simon's here. Holy fuck. I don't have Simon enabled on my channel. Fuck. Yeah, one thing that's happened, I guess, that we should probably start with is that we're no longer on Evan's channel because he decided to come home and end his subathon.
Corey as cringe.
You spelled my name wrong. I can't turn text to speech off.
I know.
So
I
it's
know.
like,
That's the way I spell your name.
oh yeah, so he's like,
Quick, Jody, sub and say Curdly.
Yeah, I turned the fucking thing off, but I can't turn that fucking thing. I hate my life. But yeah, we've had the end of the Evan subathon, and we're here now, back in our normal habitat.
The end of our clout.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Clout's over. Z got his whole 10 followers as payment. Let's go.
10 followers. That's not bad.
I got.
I should like a motherfucker in my stream. I got like 3.
I got 4.
Imagine not chilling for 90 hours.
Yeah, I might have gone. Let's have a look. How many did I get? How long did it go for? Oh, 18 days ago. That's definitely one. I got 5 overall of it.
Yeah, 18.
Actually, no. I got 4. One I got yesterday was Connell Donald.
Let's go.
I know the start of the subathon was, yeah, one of those 4 was you, Simon. That's how I know when it started. Simon was the first follow.
Yes, I've got Simon as one of my early followers, but I also have Savage Legends who followed me, I think, just before.
What the fuck?
Ooh, I don't have the Savage Legends one. So.
I banned him multiple times.
That was so funny. That was one of my favorite bits from the subathon. Is his one thing. Oh, did we go back and check his chat log, see if he did send a message?
Oh, did you never read it? Yeah, he said like, why did you go on holiday at Peppy Payne's or something?
Yeah, that was literally it.
Yeah, so
funny.
Evan, why did you go on holiday at Peppy Payne's?
Yeah, that was literally it. You respect him. Yeah.
I was one of the 4, so worth. Absolutely, Simon.
Yeah, exactly, Simon. He is still going. In our hearts, yes, he is still going.
The
It's
Savage
so
Legends of Our Hearts.
Yo, Weird Ari's here? How
Well,
come Weird Ari's not a mod? That's kind of weird.
because I wouldn't just
didn't
go.
rec-
I wouldn't just give people. I wouldn't be like, oh, Ari's just a mod. That's what Ari exists for. The mod. I don't just.
I didn't recognize Ari without the green sword.
Yeah, Ari, do you
Or
want?
for
Do you
it's
want
worth,
to?
you're a mod in my chat.
Do you want to be a mod? I'll make you a mod, but I don't just put that upon people. That's all I'm saying.
I had a voice call with Evan after the subathon because we were talking about my payment and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was just going through VIPing and modding people because I was like, fuck, I really need to have done this. I only had 4 VIPs. It was Jody for being my first ever follow. It was Ragu for being my 69th follow.
Nice.
It was Kevimation because it's Kevimation. And it was the girl who kept saying Midnight's Hot from
Oh,
the D&D thing. And those were my only 4 VIPs.
That's fair.
Alright, we should probably up
What,
this a
you
little
didn't
bit.
have like Flower Girl or whatever she's called? Disgusting.
No, unfortunately. I don't think she ever followed.
Oh no! I might just move into the Cardiff phone category to see if she shows up. But yeah,
so
that's over now.
looking back on it, what was your guys' like favorite moment from the subathon, do you think?
Mine's very biased, but my favorite moment. Sadly, no offense, Evan, if you ever hear this, but all my favorite moments didn't involve Evan. My favorite was definitely playing the drawing card game. I'll say it. I've never had so much fun and so much fun playing a extremely bad average game. I've never popped off so hard finishing something.
That last level was complete bullshit. I'm so glad that we ended up getting it done.
Yeah, it took
it
so
was so
long.
good that we got that. Yeah.
And it's the fact that I'd love to go back and do it and try and like not do every level where you just Simon it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
Like see how the game's actually supposed to be played instead of just
Yeah.
cheesing our way through every level.
Yeah. Like how are you supposed to actually play the game? Ooh, don't know. What about you, Z? You're obviously on it for almost more than Evan. I reckon if you tallied up all the hours, you were probably on it more than Evan.
100% more than Evan.
Yeah.
So how I ended up getting paid, because I said I was cool with just like a percentage of everything after like expenses and stuff like that. He was like, no, I'm just gonna pay you hourly. I am getting paid for 100 hours of content. So
so you're getting 10 quid. That's nice.
Yeah, he was paying a penny an hour. $10. We're popping off.
It's not even that. It's less. It's more than that. 10 cents. Or is it? Yeah, it would be
10 cents an hour.
Yeah.
Popping off.
Actually, pop it off.
Oh, no, it would be $1 an hour. I'm dumb as shit.
Hey, you're fine. We got
No,
you.
we're trying to get to $10.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
$10.
Oh my god, I'm having a stroke.
Not put
A penny
$1 per hour. Perfect. Yeah.
I'll say it. I think the follower ways to do it. Sorry, Zico. I interrupt you. Apologies. Sorry,
I really liked our abandoned playthrough. Like, I kind of want to go in and Twitch leech those and make videos out of them because I thought our playthrough of the abandoned series was very fun.
It was fun. Apart from the last one.
Yeah, exclude the last one.
I think getting so mad at the third one kind of like really brings the series together.
But it's not even that. I got mad at Curly just playing World of Warcraft instead of paying attention to the game.
Hey, I'll say it. I played World of Warcraft through all of them. That one just didn't have me. It just didn't. It didn't suck me in. Didn't have the same energy, and that's the game's fault, not my fault.
You could really tell you were playing World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, I was really playing.
You could practically hear it coming from your like POV.
Yeah, I was really playing.
I also like it when Hurley hosts the podcast because that's the only podcast he doesn't play WoW through.
Yeah, that's true. That's also true. Hey, I talk a lot on the podcast, and even if I'm playing WoW, it's fine. I'm good. And the one that I had pizza on, Truth Me was like, "Oh my god, you're just eating pizza." I was like, "Hey,
you can't carry all the podcasts."
Yeah, everyone gets one."
Lion Eagle, did you say your favorite moment?
No. So, I really enjoyed. Obviously, a bit of bias here as well. I enjoyed my takeover. That was a fun time. Started playing some Lego Star Wars, and then after the crash, we were just like, "Yeah, I'm just going to show you everything that I've ever made that's on YouTube."
That was great.
Including cooking with Vincent. I really like that part.
Yeah, showed up Cooking with Vincent. We rewatched
Cooking with Vincent 2.
I've sent Lion Eagle the footage, that's all I'm saying.
No, there was this thing that Lion Eagle did at university. There was like a kids cooking show, and I was like, holy shit, Cooking with Vincent 2 unreleased.
You really love the Irish accent in that one.
He stole my culture. Disgraceful. Cultural appropriation. it was basically like this guy grows potatoes, and he's like, oh well, I guess I have to have an Irish accent. That's how that works.
Actually, he was a tomato farmer, so
Yeah, well, okay, I'm the racist then. That's fine.
I'm the racist.
I'm the one who racists.
But yeah, that was really fun. Just like chilling out with chat and just like just chilling with him. That was probably my favorite bit of it all. I really liked like some of the other streams that I popped into, like just getting to know like a couple of the extra guys, like hanging out with a Spectacore. That was cool. Santi was really cool as well.
Yeah, I like knew of Santi through like Twitter interactions, but I never like watched his content. His is like one of the only takeovers I did get to watch, and the Garfield cart bit was so fucking funny.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
now.
Just like the way he interacts with chat is very fun, because everyone interacts with chat a lot differently. Like Hudat's much more like laid back and just kind of like only reads things that like validate what he's already saying. Whereas like you get like some people that like specifically like make bits out of chat. Bro, actually no, I lied. My favorite bit was absolutely demolishing Evan's chat the one night where it was just me and you, and we added like 200 emotes. That was actually my favorite
That was
part.
also insanely good. Just like, running this chat with emotes was really good.
I enjoyed coming back and then just seeing all the emotes and I'm like, oh, you don't know about Worm Booba? Oh.
That was like the first lot as well. That wasn't even like big.
Well, that was like a day or two before. We made like 10 custom emotes.
That was definitely like the gate opening.
Yes.
It was like, oh, we can edit emotes, and then like 2 days later, it was just like, right, let's add every emote that's the worst thing possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I like Santi. Like I think like he has like small channel vibes as well, which is good. I mean, he literally has small channel vibes because I mean, he's live now to like 14. 11 viewers.
That's still hype.
Or 14 on mine.
So
yeah, that's still good amount, especially if you're on Twitch.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's honestly, it was surprising for me to follow him and then see that he was on like streaming to like 11 people. He gave me the vibes as if he streamed to like almost 100 and like was nearly like partner or something.
Yeah, but yeah, the subathon on the whole was an experience definitely. Z carried it. Well, I say obviously Evan did his bits, but Z was on it so much, and you were awake. So I don't know how he did it. I started kind of strong and then was like, fuck it, I'm not coming every day. I can't do this. I have a job. I have other shit to do. But
yeah, I still try to go every day. But like weekends were just like the same thing as me normally. It's like, I'm not free.
Yeah, I tried to come in even for like an hour or two if I was there, but fucking fair play to you, man. I couldn't have done
it. Towards the end, it kind of became if I didn't, no one would. So
oh yeah,
I felt obligated to be there. But I don't know. It was still a really good time. It's some of the most fun I've ever had streaming. But holy fuck, am I glad it's over.
Yeah, that Saturday and Sunday right before the end, I felt so bad for you because it was like getting to like modcast time and then like just no one would be there, and I'm like, if I was at home right now, I would jump on like in an instant.
Yeah, I would wake up at like midday, look and see it's just Z on his own playing a fucking cool math game, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. At least I had like the same like 5 or 6 chatters show up every night for cool math. So like I don't know, like I have a very special bond with like Simon, Lumen, Psychic Impala, Bouncy Knight. Like we all share a very special connection now. Just having spent like 50 hours just playing cool math games together.
And I think it's great that even
there was a Spectacore and there was Santi, and then there was someone else who like I really enjoyed communicating with, and I can't think who they are now, and it's really annoying me. Because it's all just become a bit of a blur, so I can't think who it was.
Yeah, I liked in the modcast in the morning getting to know like Atlan and stuff like, or well, which I can't. I say know them. Who there was 2 people with a very similar name, Atlay and Atlan.
Yeah, and Atlan was the UK fellow.
Yeah, I enjoyed. He was always there. He was always for a bit of crack. It was good fun.
Croc was very funny when he was on.
Croc was so funny when he was on.
I really enjoyed hanging out with like Zilia and Fuchsia and Katie. They were always good fun.
I basically never interacted with them.
But of the actual mods, I don't think I had any negative interactions with any of them. I think Evan did such a good job at picking out his mods to take over.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't think I had any negative interactions with any of them.
I'll say I did have a negative interaction with one of the streamers. I'm not gonna go ahead and dox them now, but boy, that was the toughest day of the subathon. Was having to put up with them. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it wasn't like like them being like too bad or whatever. It was just they sort of were there when it really wasn't like the time for them to be and stuff. Like
Yeah, the vibes were completely off, and like they kept making a bunch of like weird comments about like how like you just can't be funny anymore. I was like, you know who else say that? Comedians who are upset that they can't say slurs. So like,
you can't just be
like,
just be casually racist anymore. What happened to America?
Yeah, and then like when the Brits joined the call, he just kept making like racist European comments. I was like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
it was
this
like
isn't funny. This isn't a bit that we're doing.
We were just trying to have fun. That he would be like, oh, but Britain's cringe and everyone in there is crap. And I'm like, there was one point where I was like, just shut the fuck up. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you saying? And then it was just this awkward sound.
I did kick him from the call because I didn't think he would be able to rejoin. And then he just rejoined. He was like, did someone kick me? I was like, no, I think you got timed out for being muted for so long. Even though we had like hour-long stints of like Ari or Gaka being in that call muted.
I genuinely didn't think you kicked him. So like I was genuinely just like, oh no, I don't think anyone did kick you because like I thought you were too busy like playing a game, then it wasn't me. So
nah, I hella tabbed out to kick him.
That was so funny.
Hey, Boog. Oh, there's one of my actual founder, a rare Curliata 1 founders badge. Ooh.
Also, Lightning, when did you get the cool Twitch name thing behind you? Is that new-ish?
Oh, I got that for my birthday actually. I only put it up yesterday though.
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I've resorted my shelf to only having Among Us, Peely, and my Lion Eagle sign.
That's the shit you need.
That's the necessities.
That's streamer shit. I need I said that's streamer shit.
Oh, like that's streamer shit. Okay. I thought you were just like stripping.
That's fucking shit, dude. Fuck. Oh, it's good to see you too, Boog.
Yeah, so one thing I did learn from the subathon, which is kind of a landmark moment for me. Aside from drinking and drawing, I don't think I want to do drunk content anymore. Because I don't mind the having gotten so drunk I threw up 4 times on stream. That's not what bothered me. Just watching it back, we just weren't funny. Like, I don't. There was not a lot of like. The jokes aren't as witty. The banter wasn't as good. It was kind of just like a lot of screaming and being surprised that we hadn't died yet. I didn't realize we fucking had killed what's his name, the Skeleton King. Because like literally an hour after he killed the Skeleton King, I was like, how is this my 5th legendary and we haven't killed the Skeleton King yet? Like I was so fucking gone.
I love the bit where you just shout, Google VOD Ninja.
Trying to get Dakota to put his VOD Ninja
on. Yeah,
and it's like you try and say it like 3 times and you get like talked over, so you just get bored of it. So you just shout, Google VOD Ninja.
And then there became the part where I knew the video wasn't going to get published anyway, so I just played DMCA music. Said,
yeah,
full send.
I think that's about the time I clicked in because you were just singing to yourself, like having your albums, you just vibing to yourself, and I was like, this can't be safe for stream.
Yeah, I literally like. Oh, but I went back and watched it after seeing like the "Can someone please help Z is dead" sort of things. Like,
yeah, I also SOS out in the mod chat like, "Someone please help! I can't stream anymore."
You also sent that message into Twitch chat, which was hilarious. You sent a message like you said. I think it was exactly. I think you must have copy pasted it. Let me see if I can find the message in the Evan mod chat because it was so funny when you said it. You just like very quietly, just like he's like obviously you had to focus on something, and it was writing this message.
I also like that while I was writing the message, I was saying it out loud so I wouldn't fuck up the words as I was typing.
Oh, Simon.
All the memes. Let me see.
Yeah, shout out to Fuchsia. She came within like 20 minutes of me lighting the beacon, and then because I normally take over at Modcast, she just streamed for 10 straight hours through Modcast.
That was so nice.
Yeah. So shout out Fuchsia.
Yeah, I think pretty much every single person I interacted with was great. There was almost nobody that I had any issue. Well, I say as if like I was ready for a scrap, but like it was great. Everyone was really nice.
What were they called? Ari. Yeah, Ari.
Yeah. So
and then
cringe.
God, who's the fucking he wasn't around a lot. He took like a week break. That I think his name's Evan. God, that guy was such a fucking dick.
Oh, yeah, Ivan, like he was always sleeping. Yeah, he was never on stream. He was always asleep when
Yeah,
I
he
was
would
there.
just show up to sleep. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Is Harry reading through your logs?
When he had mod, I go, what? Too drunk, need
Wow,
heck.
too drunk and need heck. Help even. Oh my god. Why can't I join mod chat? Oh, I typed that in Twitch chat as well.
Yeah, he types that in Twitch chat.
That's so funny because I remember because I kept clicking on mod chat like the voice call and it wouldn't let me join, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah. What did the total come to in the end? Because
$20,260.69.
It was some good shit.
fucking fair play. I'll say that.
The thing that's so funny about that is like 19,000 of that was raised within like the first week, and then we kind of just coasted off of the fucking 100-hour times 50 during happy hour.
Yeah, if you consider it was Evan's subathon, and then the week that he wasn't there, we did raise about $1,000 in that time,
Yeah.
which is still great. That's still crazy good money.
Yeah. Subs are not included in the 20K figure. Evan ended up spending a lot more money on like the Amazon stream and having to pay mods more than he thought that he was going to have to. So the bits and subs and ad revenue are not being added. We were pretty clear about that when we made that decision because we made that before Evan left, and that's why every time we shilled, we would shill for !donate. I wouldn't, at least me personally, I wouldn't chill for subs unless people were bitching about watching ads. I was like, well, if you don't want to watch an ad, there's a solution.
Yeah, I only said about primes. I never like shield for subs. I was like, if you've got a prime, that's free and it will update the timer. But if you want to donate some money, that will also do it.
Yeah. So the whole thing now is that all the temporary mods, which was like, I guess, me, Lan Eagle, Croc, Scoot, and a few other people that I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, pretty much anyone who was on the podcast.
Yeah, the plan is, as Jody has so rightly, and Jody, of course, so rightly said, is that
no scare today, just a celebration. Partying face, partying face, partying face.
I'm so sorry. I can't turn text to speech. I can't work out where it is. Text to speech will be like Alex in 19 months.
Do you stream Elements?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. For the fuck, they've changed. Oh no, I don't use Stream Elements. I use Streamlabs.
Okay. Cringe.
To be fair, I use Streamlabs for my alerts and stuff too.
Cringe.
But I use Stream Elements as my activity follower, or like my activity.
Oh my god, there it is. 1 second.
While you do that, I've got the list of everyone who's going to get banned.
Nice.
Zilia, Curly, Jody, Scoot, Croc, Ari, Fuchsia, Mai, Atli, Atlan. Oh, Mai, who was the one that.
Oh, Matter Rio. Really cool. Yes.
Yeah. Is to Ink. I don't remember that person. Line Eagle, Notices E, and Ontia, who I don't remember either. But
Matty was Australian, and he's just built different. He was actually the god of Jackbox games. Australians are just built with extra funny.
Matty is so funny.
Can you be banned too? Alex, you don't even know who we're talking about. But yeah, the whole thing is that we are all going to get banned, and we're going to appeal for our fucking unbannedness, because it's not fair. We spent that whole time doing shit.
So much what Simon said. One of my ideas that I did have was I was just going to be like counting out the money that Evan paid me and be like, nah, keep me banned.
That is good.
But now I have a pretty high effort editing wise anyway video that I plan on doing. And then me and him are both going to get a YouTube video out of it. So I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do fully yet. I have an idea, but it depends how it comes across, because I can't be bothered to do a lot of editing, but I think I know what I want to do.
I think I have an idea as well. But
I'm just going to play Among Us. I'm going to record 10 hours of Among Us gameplay and make Evan watch it all.
And then, but you can't put it at the end 7 hours in and be like, hey Evan, you should unban me, and then you just keep playing.
Yeah, but
that actually sounds like such a funny idea, doing a really boring and funny video just to make him waste the time. Hey
guys, today we're going to do Wrath of the Lich King. We're going to look at a spec for the priest class in Wrath of the Lich King. We're going to go through each talent individually. I just do a fucking raid WoW and make him watch, or a raid him WoW and make him watch the whole thing. Mine will probably be LSF entry submission 2.0. That's fair.
That's actually fire.
That's so
That is
good.
fire. Oh, if Simon hadn't have said that, I mean, if Simon hadn't have said that, I wouldn't know to do it.
Hey,
But I would
Ari,
definitely do that.
Ari,
Yeah,
I'd steal that because I know you're not, because you don't really use your voice too much. That is a perfect one for you.
Right, Ari, get ready to clip this and like take all the footage of it. Evan, unban Ari. There you go.
Evan, unban Ari, please.
Ooh, Evan Senpai, can you please unban Aoi? Thank you.
I hated
There you
that.
go.
Include
Right,
the bit where we hate that also.
You can use those three. Just space them out between 10 hours. There you go.
There you're perfect.
Let's see, we never do nothing for you. Now we're even for all the stuff that you didn't much in Evan's chat for us.
Yeah, completely even. But yeah,
For all the times that I said, Ari, make this into an exclamation point. Make this into a command. Do it.
Yeah, just tell him to do your one first, and he has to play it through the whole video. And then just randomly, it's gonna be Z going, "Ooh, we unban me, Evan Chan."
Make a command that unbans you.
Another good running bit was just random people would join the voice call, and like one of the first things that would be is like, "Hey, so do you think that beans in a can are like ketchup with pulp?" And thankfully, Lion Eagle took this crusade that I've been on to prove Curly 110% wrong. Literally, no one has agreed with Curly at all. And Lion Eagle went above and beyond and reached out to good old Papa Stans to talk about this.
And Daddy Itriok, he was there too.
True. Can we get this on? Can we get this on screen? Can we show everyone?
We could. 1 second.
That's hype.
Oh!
Ah! Look!
Ah! Go back!
What's that file name?
Oh no! Hey, that's you, not me.
We don't talk about that.
Can you send me another link, just so it's at the bottom?
I don't know, link it so it's at the bottom. Sure. So you don't leak everything.
Yeah, just in case. But I went back to the big boy screen.
All that porn that we're sending in the LSF chat.
It's actually crazy how much porn it's weird. It's homemade stuff as well. That's what's even weirder about it.
I will say this is why we made the channel without Truth Man.
I want to make that clear also. Okay, 1 sec. I need to unmute the tab. Here we go.
That's where the Lick L emote came from. Lick L Ari.
Close the porn. Open up the stream.
On the issue plaguing the nation that certain people believe that baked beans in a tin is just ketchup with pulp. It's not. Ketchup's made out of tomatoes. Beans are not made out of tomatoes.
Yeah.
Doesn't even make sense.
Falsifiable.
Yeah. Now salsa is just like tomato with pulp, I guess, if you think about it.
Put a lot of stuff in salsa. Pineapple salsa.
Beans equal not tomatoes. Yeah. No, beans are the pulp. You guys understand, pulp is the same thing. The pulp in orange juice, they don't add that from a different fruit.
Beans equal not tomatoes.
From the orange.
It's from the orange that they've squeezed.
So, for beans to be the pulp, it would need to come from the tomato.
Yeah.
So you see, basically, what Atriok and Stans have said is that because beans...
If you're about to make this into you being right and them agreeing with you...
That is not what happened.
because beans aren't a part of the tomato, that they're not pulp. But he made the argument that salsa, the tomatoes in salsa is like pulp, which I agree with.
I would also agree with that for what it's worth.
Yeah, that's closer.
It is closer, but I still stand by my... I was going to say the word opinion, but that's not true. It's just a fact. I'm gonna stick by my fact and say that beans are still pulp in premise.
I do like this as like a jumping off point because like obviously like you have like people that extract shit out that like a taco is a sandwich. What other unorthodox things would you consider to be pulp?
So I thought about this. Have you ever had an egg mayonnaise sandwich before, or just egg mayonnaise in general?
No.
No, but I understand the concept.
So,
Yeah.
So it's just boiled egg mashed up with mayonnaise.
Okay, so you're saying mayonnaise, like eggs in mayonnaise, is that pulp because it's all egg?
Yeah, because mayonnaise is egg based.
Yeah.
It's close, but mayonnaise isn't just egg.
Yeah, I know, but I don't.
Yeah, and orange just isn't. Orange just isn't just orange.
Nah, what are you talking about?
Something I will say: if you did like a chicken omelet, the shredded chicken would be the pulp.
Yes, so true. Damn, actually, so true. This is crazy. That's actually so true.
Wait, no, you can't be adding chicken into the egg.
If you start thinking about what about double pulp, egg mayonnaise with chicken.
The one I had thought of, I'm pretty sure this is like only an American thing. Do you guys have twice baked potatoes over there?
Why the fuck are you baking your potatoes twice? What the hell?
So what you do is like you'll do like a baked potato and then you kind of like scoop it out and like make like mashed potatoes from it and then you put it back in the skin and then you bake it again.
I hate America.
It's twice baked potatoes.
I hate America.
They're so fucking good. They're very good. But I would say that like twice baked potatoes are like potatoes with pulp.
Sorry, Jody. Just because you're inside the sleeping bag does not mean you're the fucking pulp of the sleeping bag.
What if Jody starts sweating profusely?
Oh,
is sweat human pulp?
No, it's a human sweat pulp. Put the pulp of sweat.
Well, I also do appreciate Simon's comment of tuna is the pulp of the sea.
I was honestly hoping we weren't even going to read that one out because that's ridiculous.
Okay, Jody
that's some no-miss level thinking.
Okay, think. You little think bubble. Jody is camping out. She is doing her Duke of Edinburgh. She is staying at what big mountain in Wales? God knows. I don't know what it is. What's the tallest mountain in Wales, Lan Eagle?
Snowdon?
I do know Wales is apparently very treacherous because GeoGuessr has tried to fucking walk a straight line through Wales 3 times and has failed every time.
Okay, anyway, Jody's camping.
Then he managed to do it through like a Nordic country.
Yeah, he did it through Norway and Denmark. Because when I woke up from my drunken stupor, Fuchsia was watching the straight line through Norway, and I took over, put on the finale episode, and then immediately just laid on my floor with chat pulled up on my phone, and I would occasionally scream at the mic.
That's so funny. Sorry, Curly, what are you saying?
So imagine Jody in her sleeping bag at the top of Ben Nevis or something, right? Let's just say.
Yeah, I'll Snowdon.
Or Snowdon, right? She's vibing up there, but it's not even. It may say snowed in, but it's actually fucking hot. It's the middle of the summer, but
we're like hot in. Am I right?
Yeah, it's hot in. Yeah.
Why the out when?
What's the English one?
Ben Nevis.
No, that's the Scottish one.
Big mountain.
I can't think what the other the third peak is.
Well, for one, there's also one in Northern Ireland.
Yeah, it's not one of the 3 peaks though.
Scafell
Pie.
No, it's crazy because we learn about the 4 peaks, which is kind of mad. So
you actually learn about the 4 peaks.
Yeah, so your country is failing you.
Northern Irish erasure.
Yeah,
that's so funny because we do only learn about the 3 peaks.
Yeah, which is mad.
That's so funny. I did not realize you guys trying to get in on the 3 peaks. Like, oh, we've got one too, guys.
Yeah, it's kind of like how we try to get in on the UK. They're like, oh yeah, you're here too.
We're in you too, guys. Promise.
But yeah, Jodie's up there. She's sweating profusely, and someone comes in and goes, "Holy shit! It's pulp. It's a big bag of pulp."
Also, I think one of the reasons we don't see it as the 4 is because we a lot of people in the UK like doing the 3 peaks challenge, and it would be impossible to do the 4 peaks challenge while also traveling to Northern Ireland. People do a 4th one. People
do a 2-day. Do that. They'll go up. You made me forget what the one in Northern Ireland's called, which really helps my case. Because I've been thinking of all the other ones that I've forgotten.
Real mountain.
Yes, it's definitely one of the peaks. I'm promise.
It's definitely tall. Trust me. But then they'll go over to Scotland. Then they'll work their way down because you can get a pretty quick ferry over to Scotland.
Yeah, or you can just start in Scotland and in Wales. That would work.
You could, but that'd be cringe.
And do it in 24 hours rather than spending an entire day in Northern Ireland. Cringe.
Yeah, imagine. No. Imagine a whole day there. Imagine a whole 26 years.
But yeah, well, what else could be pulp then? If is cereal pulp?
It is Sleep Donner. Thank you, Simon.
Is Weetabix pulp?
No.
Yeah, milk. I saw a tweet forever ago. It was like, let's all just be glad that milk doesn't have pulp.
It kind of does, though.
Does it?
What's the no? They take the cream off it.
Tweak
Does
to
it?
That.
Is normal?
Like the curds.
Yeah. Does normal milk not have pulp? but we take it out. Like
We take the pulp out. We depulp.
We depulp the milk.
We like milk, no pulp.
Also, out of date milk has pulp.
Jody's just saying Weetabix is 100% pulp.
Everyone
agrees that Weetabix is pulp, even though it's the same problem. It's the same problem as beans. Everyone, it's not the main material.
Yeah,
of the liquid.
If we're going by the Stan's logic, if you will, the Stan's theory, as it's known, the big A Stan's theory of the pulp.
Yeah,
debate.
I like that. I do like that theory. It's a good one.
Because some people are. Shut
the fuck up is a good enough way of shutting down.
Some people are curlyists, other people are Stans and big Aists.
I'll say it, no one's a curlyist.
Hey, there's you know what? The people in chat saying that Weetabix is pulp, there's the low key curlyists. They just don't know it yet.
I would say that if you do agree that Weetabix is, you have to agree to the bean take.
Yeah,
that is kind of the killer mentality. Me saying Weetabix was pulp was a joke, and you fell for it, chat.
Yeah,
you absolute sheep. You tried to follow me, and you accidentally followed Curly.
Weetabix enjoyers, bean enjoyers.
Weetabix enjoyers, curliest.
You just don't know it yet. It's like people that don't know they're in a cult. That's like the first thing. If we get you to believe the Weetabix thing, then you're already hooked.
Weetabix does a breakfast drink. It's right. So if you get a bowl of Weetabix breakfast drink and put a Weetabix in it, I'll accept that that's Weetabix pulp.
No, because it's still like made of like a milky base. It's not liquidized Weetabix with solid Weetabix in there.
Wait. But we were saying earlier about things not being made entirely of that. Orange juice isn't made entirely of oranges, you said, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I was just being cynical. But we're going off the. One second. I'm being a Stan's big Aist right now. I'm thinking.
It's a liquid that the primary ingredient is Weetabix, and
but it's not.
It's the solid material is Weetabix.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Actually, no, I'm thinking. Now that you're saying it.
And you're saying egg mayonnaise. The main material of mayonnaise is egg, and then the added ingredient is egg. Also, again, chicken's not counting. It's not the same.
It is.
No, chicken and eggs is actually
chicken
the best representation we've had of pulp.
No, stop. It's not.
Yeah, it is.
Chicken and egg are different.
Yeah,
get those Line Eagle 2As in here. We need more.
I'm starting to think that beans are really pulp. Yeah, it's so true. One sec. One sec. Have you ever had? Have you ever had? Have you ever had a tin of pinto beans, for example, or chickpeas?
Those I would consider to be pulp because they're not in tomato sauce.
Yeah. But they're in a juice.
They're in water.
They're in their own juice.
Or is it brine? What is it?
It's hot dogs in brine.
Or hot dogs pulp? Hot dog water and hot dogs. Hot dog is pulp in hot dog water.
Is a cream of chicken soup with like little chicken pieces? Is that super pulp?
And
then would you have to have it like blended for it to be without pulp? I'd say this is that's one I agree with.
This is hot dogs are a pulp sandwich.
Hot dogs are a pulp sandwich.
Fuck.
Hot dogs are a pulp sandwich is the name of this episode.
God bless. Writing this down since we keep forgetting what we keep saying it's going to be.
And the thumbnail, you can write this down. It's going to be the hot dog guy that Sri Andy likes.
Yes.
But with superimposed with like the head of Samuel Jackson from Pulp Fiction.
All right.
Okay. That's pulp. Okay. I'm trying to think of more examples.
Fiction, this entire conversation.
I've never seen Pulp Fiction.
No, because
very good. I really like Quentin Tarantino as a director.
Pulp Fiction because it's fiction.
Yeah, because this is all fiction about pulp.
Except
it's
not
fucking made up. It's all fucking lies.
It's all true. I believe my opinion is something that I totally wholeheartedly believe in, and definitely don't continue to do to annoy people. I'm a curliest through and through. And you can...
When do you guys have any other? So like we've got like the pulp, we've got like sandwiches, like and the debates there. Do you guys have any like other ones?
If you surround yourself in piss, are you the pulp of yourself?
I would say blood, maybe.
Ooh, blood and piss? And cum? And shit?
If you think about it, the sperms are the pulp of cum.
Yo, they're people. They're people. Sperm is pulp. It's people out of people. Fuck.
And that's been the LSF podcast, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
That's gonna be. Can one of us make a poll right now on the LSF account saying, "Do you like your cum with or without pulp?"
I got you. I got you.
That's why you get a vasectomy to get your cum without pulp?
Can we put a poll up that says, "Do you like your cum with or without pulp?" #vasectomy.
This is why we have a brand Twitter.
Tea coffee does not get added before or after the hot water. That's the question.
This is a different debate, right? Simon, you've opened up another can of worms.
So with coffee, for sure, you add the milk first. Because if
you're
like
doing a latte, yes. If you're making like coffee at home with milk, no.
No, but you burn
I think it's pronounced latte. I say it that way.
Yeah, it is latte. You're right.
I
don't know what. I honestly didn't understand that Z was saying latte just then.
Am I being fucked with, or is this a real thing?
It's latte.
What? Latte?
You guys really say latte?
No, everyone does. It's just you that's been saying latte.
Okay, what? Latte.
What's a latte?
Latte da.
I hate it here. We've officially gotten too British for me.
No, we're just gaslighting you, bro. Chill out.
It's just a latte.
I was in the mental blender.
I know you are. I could see it. He's going too deep. Let me pull him out.
Worms in a can of worms pulp. Stop. This is too far.
All I know is that worms shit out dirt.
Worms in the ground.
Worms in the ground are the pulp of the earth. Oh, worms are the pulp of the earth.
Well, now I don't know what I'm going to do, because worms is the pulp of the earth is a great title.
Worms are the pulp of the earth. It's true, though. It's also just true. Damn. Because, unless I'm mistaken, but I remember learning in school that they would eat things and then just shit out dirt.
Yeah, pretty much. They pretty much just, they live to just, take some nutrients out of dirt and then just spit it out the other end.
Just like life, am I right?
Yeah, I don't know, really. Is that just like life?
So deep. We just regurgitate all the shit. It's so deep.
But back to the tea coffee. You put milk in first, because if you put hot water on coffee beans or coffee, then it can burn the coffee.
I'll say it. I'm a milk after kind of guy.
Yeah, you definitely you get your cup of coffee and then you fucking put.
I don't even really like them that much,
also,
but I'm an after.
About milk tea, because I had to make it at work once and I got very scared because I didn't know what to do.
What's milk tea? Tea.
Well, because in the UK, you guys add tea to you guys add milk to your tea?
Yeah.
Do you guys just pour milk into tea brewed with water, or do you brew the tea bag in warm milk?
No.
No,
you add milk to a water.
So I don't know if have you ever heard of a kettle before? Do they exist in the UK?
Oh, duh! I'm dumb as shit. That should have tipped me off.
Yeah,
I definitely did make someone's tea where I just steamed some milk and then put a tea bag in there. I was like, I don't know, fuck it, see what happens.
It'd probably be nice.
Yeah, I was like, it doesn't seem terrible. Horrible. It was like an Earl Grey, so I think it depends on the type of tea. If you were doing just a cup of black tea, it'd probably be awful. But since it was like an Earl Grey, herbal tea, I think it would be fine.
Yeah. Oh, like an herbal tea? Oh yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not
big milk. Shut up, Johnny.
I'm not a big tea
come
hot
on,
drink.
And defend yourself.
Yeah, come on.
How long do we want the poll to go? A week?
Forever.
Yeah, a week.
A week is the most we can do.
Okay.
So yeah, a week. So then we have
the next podcast.
Stands.
Yeah, perfect for the next podcast.
Perfect. Yeah, can you do a week, but a few hours less, so it's finished before the podcast?
Oh, that's fair. If you had said that earlier, I could have. But anyway, it's live.
We'll find out the results live.
Let's remember.
Can't we click into this and then copy? Everyone go vote in the poll.
Oh, where would you vote in the poll? Oh, there we go. Oh, so smooth.
Polls.
That poll is outrageous. Yeah, no, but Oh God. Do you like your cum with or without pulp?
I went to
Hashtag
vote and then
vasectomy.
I realized I don't know what I want to answer.
Pulp, yummy gummies, or no pulp? Fuck them kids.
Is that you spelled vasectomy?
I had to Google it. Yes, that is the correct spelling of vasectomy.
That doesn't look like a word. I want to see what else under hashtag vasectomy.
Hey, all I'm saying is there's one picture that says join the vasectomy cut, boycott procreation.
Were you also curious to see what we were up against?
Yeah, I agree. Fuck them kids.
I like how it's right outside a farmer's market. Not because that's any sort of like meaning, just cool.
Yeah, farmers shouldn't have kids, is what Lan Eagle's saying.
Eat shit, farmers.
It is.
Speaking of kids, Lion Eagle went on a dating show.
I did go on a quotation marks dating show.
I also didn't realize you had added that to the topics list, and I had added it in lower down.
But
I went in and deleted it.
Yeah, I went on Eagle Owl, not to be confused with Lion Eagle. He did he did a stream where he did a sort of platonic sort of similar to the Austin show with his what's it called,
Lover host or the Bachelorette.
Yeah, that's all I had in my head, and I was like, that's not the name.
No, it's not. It's not the kind of racist one. It's the other one.
But it was slightly different. It was like it was just like a one-on-one speed dating style thing, and it was Afghans, The Veil, and Connell Jonald. It was a fun time. So this is why I've got all this set up, is because I wanted my channel name to be on stream the entire time. Yeah, so I'm a sellout.
That's nice.
I also noticed you were on like I was waiting for you to come up during the Afghans one because I tuned in a bit late. You were first.
Oh, I was on first.
Yeah, you were on first. I was like, where's Lan Eagle?
Yeah, I was on first for the Afghans one, and then I was like, I watched like some other people go up, and they were like, they prepared like full bits, and I was like, oh shit, I was not ready for this. So then, in that moment, I went and put on my shark costume, like this like left shark.
Of course.
From like a couple of Halloweens back, and then I sat in that for a good like 30 minutes, and I was boiling. But then I was like, I can use this to my advantage. So what I did was I put a beanie on top of the shark hat, and then after like I came on, I was like, I'm really warm in this. I'm really warm in this. Do you mind if I take it off? And then the Veil was like, yeah, take it off. I can understand why you'd be warm. And then I just took this beanie off the top. And I was like, that's much better.
Yeah, because when I went back and watched it, you were just having a nice little conversation with Afghans, and then there was like Frogan had prepared a full fucking presentation about why they should be best friends.
Yeah, it was funny, but yeah, it was like everyone just had like these like small bits sorted out. But yeah, and then I did like a bit for the Veil, and then Connell came out, and I was like, I'm not going to do the same bits. And I just got out of the shark costume and then just talked to Connell, and we just had like a nice conversation for like 2 minutes.
Evan replied to the poll saying, delete this.
Oh, fuck me. Real ones, no. Busted. If you know, you know.
Why busted?
Busted or not, you know what I
mean? Do not click on hashtag busted.
Wait 1 sec.
So did you end up winning your 1v1?
So the way it worked was like rather than one person wins, it was just you say yes or no to like each person. And Afghans didn't know this, and he said no to me. He will rue the day. No, but then after he figured out that he was allowed other people, he was like, "Wait, but I was saying no to everyone. Do you really think I would have said no to Lion Eagle?" I was like, "That counts as winning my books, baby." And then Veil was like fly due to just wearing a costume, and then me and Connor, like I said, we had just like a nice conversation, and like we spoke about like Funko Pops and like Amiibo and how we just like to spend all our money on plastic merchandise. We were like, like we are the same. But yeah, it was a good time. If Eagle Owl hits any of you guys up, I strongly recommend.
I doubt it, but well, no, I don't that I doubt that I'll be on it. I doubt that he'll hit me up.
too busy.
Playing WoW.
Because I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I'm too busy playing WoW. I don't have the time.
You just make that your whole bit. Just like, so what class are you playing? WoW. Like, just play WoW during the show.
You know, I was tempted to like play Peglin, like
No,
and then, like
just
like,
put it up on stream, be like, "Yo, check out this run."
yeah, but like use my OBS camera rather than my webcam.
Yeah.
So if you just use OBS cam, you can just do that. But like that's what I was gonna do, but then I don't know, I like pussied out.
So do you think I should take Bold Orb or Boulder?
You always take Bold Orb. Bold Orb's my favorite orb, and it's not close.
That's fair.
I now no longer pick up anything relating to stones.
Same.
I'm an avid stone hater. Like, I don't like Bold Orb. I don't pick up obelisks. I do everything I can do to get rid of any stone in my inventory.
Yeah. I was playing, like, there's been an update in the past day or two.
I realized that I was wrong. Not in terms of what but it was what I said on stream, but not what I meant. I do like the orb that splits into two. What I realized I don't like is the ability that turns the orbs into splitting into two.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cringe.
But I do now like the ability that turns your orbs into two because they've added way more abilities that increase your ability, like your damage output.
Okay.
So if you just hit one of those before you hit the multi-orb, it's like it basically just nullifies the other one you got, and then it's just insanely good.
Bomb Orb is also very good, Simon. I agree.
Bomb Orb, I do like Bomb Orb, especially when you get to do some damage as well.
I just like any of them that do AoE damage. So like Poltergeist, the Icicle, and the Bold Orb are just like my three of my favorite orbs.
That's fair. I'll take Bold Orb if I'm not getting anything else that'll do multi. But I also I no longer pick up Bramble Orbs from trees anymore. I'm just like by tree.
I actually started using the Bramble Orb for it was alright, but it's not. I don't think it's the best.
It's decent, but like I like to keep my amounts very low. Like I like to small deck it.
They also nerfed
that way. I can even
things.
wait like quite late until I get Ouroboros as well. Like if I get Ouroboros on like the second level, I'll still take it because I've only got like 5 orbs. Just makes every choice easier.
I have a small deck anyway, so like it just gotta make sense for me to have small decks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Do you enjoy it? Was it good crack then? At the end of the day.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, like I say, shout out to Eagle Eye. It was hype. I don't know what I said. It went off the screen.
I typed it's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah. But I feel like we could smoothly transition into a little bit of tier listing.
That works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would give it like an A tier stream that I went on. Speaking of tier lists, there we go. There we go. We can fix that in post.
You won't do that.
Something I love about the LSF podcast is not once have we ever fixed anything in post except for the one episode that I did.
That's because it's not worth it.
That we're just funny, start to finish, perfect content
all the time. So true.
I can't wait for Lion Eagle to Twitch Leech, the one we did on Evan's podcast, and just leave in the 2-minute bit of me rearranging the scenes.
That's not happening. I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah. Yo, actually, fuck the tier list. We're here to shout. This is intervention. Fucking make scenes, you fool.
I have scenes on my OBS. It's just I didn't want to have Evan's shit set up on multiple scenes. I didn't want to track multiple Evan scenes. So for Evan's, I had one scene. On my shit, I have 14 different scenes for me personally. It was just for the subathon, I had one scene.
It's not female cartoon hotties, it's male cartoon hotties.
And we're on that one note. So yeah, this is my one first. So
also,
the tier
Kelly,
list.
Daddy's what?
Huh?
Daddy's what?
Oh fuck off.
Yeah, having the apostrophe makes it like daddy is.
It's possessive. Daddy's what? Daddy's what? Daddy's good ab. Daddy's good abs. Perfect. All right, that works. That works. I'm alright with that.
Yeah. No, you know what, Ari? I actually did shout at Lion Eagle to you were there. I shouted at him, telling him to stop rating fucking hot women. It was an experience. I was trying to cut you down because we were in a call with a 16-year-old Lion Eagle.
To be fair, the 16-year-old joined the call mid-ring of...
Yeah, and you went, Hey, what do you think about if you had to?
Excuse me, I did not say hey, what do you think? This is taking me out of context. This is not true.
Okay. Anyway, I based my tier list exclusively on how good they were as fathers, not how many baddies they were. I will ignore the fact that I have everyone at the bottom, but I realize I've accidentally put Chucky's dad in there, who's an actual goat. He would be at the top. I mistakenly put him there. Chucky's dad was an actual hero. Any single dads in the chat? No.
I also have a thing about single dads that relates to my tier list.
That's fair. Well, someone's good daddy issue. No. He would be up there. Other than that, I actually don't know who any of these people are. Like,
you don't know who fucking Hank Hill is?
No, I know who he is, but I don't know enough about him. I know who Hank Hill is, but other than Hank Hill, I don't know who any of these other people are. I think that guy's from like Chowder or some shit.
No single dads on my watch.
I love that. That's a great fucking reply. So I'm gonna zoom in and ignore these guys at the bottom and have a look at the shitty followers. Top left is Tom Lockwood. Never have known that. Shitty followers. Archer is a shit dad. Goku literally abandons his child all the time. Yeah. Homer strangles fucking Bart.
His kid's a weeb, so
he's not. He's not a weeb. In the canon, I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. This is the guy from. I don't know why he's in here because I've never seen the movie, but I just assumed he was a shitty dad because that one meme. That's it. It's a movie about mentality and I assume bad things happen in it, so I blame him. Randy Marsh definitely is just an asshole. Peter Griffin, these are just assholes. And you know what? I don't know anything about. I just assume if Homer's an asshole, his dad is also an asshole. I've never watched The Simpsons, but I just assume as much.
Grandpa's not great. He's very judgy when he's like even when you like cut back to when he's like younger and like dealing with Homer, he's just like, constantly judging him and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe this is the most controversial one. Maybe. But I think Timmy Turner's dad is a scumbag.
That's not controversial.
That is correct. That's why he has fairy godparents.
That's what I was gonna say.
Fucking dog shit. Yeah.
That's like canon.
but like he's not. But like he's not that bad. Like he's not as bad as some of these other people on this list. He doesn't literally strangle his children.
Like Peter, just like just
yes, of course he's a. One sec, sorry. Rick is Rick and Morty. Rick from Richard and Mortimer is a dad. Because Beth is Morty is his fucking grandson, which means by default he has had a child who also happens to be Morty's mother. Sorry, it's not a brain dead fucking question.
Simon's too smart for Rick and Morty though, so
that's fair. He went beyond it. He went straight to Futurama. Yeah.
But I will say there's like a difference because like Timmy's dad is just kind of incompetent, whereas like a lot of these other dads are like maliciously bad
and physically abusive.
Yeah.
I'll say it's actually like a war crime that the dad from Inside Out is on the same tier list.
Yeah, that's fair. I just don't know anything about him, but the fact that probably bad things happen in that movie, he deserves it. Also,
I fight with his uncle. That's fair, Simon.
This is my thing about this as well. Does he have kids? They have kids.
Yeah, I left him off the tier list because I didn't know about his relationship with his kids, and if they were talking about his relationship with Courage, I don't really even know that one.
Yeah, also like he's not a doggy daddy. He doesn't really give me doggy daddy energy. It's like he would not identify as a doggy daddy.
Imagine that's why he's so grumpy all the time. Is that he was just like plowing his wife one day, and then a fucking dog pops out.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. I meant those people that are like, "Oh, I'm a doggy mummy" or whatever. Like
that's so funny.
See, that's what happens when you go at it doggy style. Is that you just get a dog?
Oh dear.
This is why we do missionary only, for the sole purpose of procreation.
So true. Actually based. That's why I like mine with the pulp.
I also voted with pulp.
I didn't. I lied. No pulp for me. In terms of that,
you lied.
I lied. Children were not born. In terms of
without pulp.
Okay caretakers, I'll say it. Mr. Incredible was very close to going to shitty father. I'll say it. He actively lets his children be superheroes.
Well, I mean, with great power comes great responsibility. His kids are kind of obligated.
The only thing I will say is that he kind of like is better in 2.
I haven't seen it.
But yeah.
That in the first one,
because as we've discussed multiple times, Sequels are cringe after Cars 2.
Hate this.
I hate that statement so much because I really like Cars 3. Like legit, the sequel to the sequel that you say is the last good sequel.
Yeah.
Also, say Cars 2 is a good sequel. This is the fucking insane.
No, I'm saying that was the end of good sequels.
Oh, okay.
Because it was
Fair
shit.
enough. But
Wait, you don't think Cars 2 is a good sequel?
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Something else about that though, like the whole first half of the movie was them being like, "Hey, you guys can't be superheroes," and that's like why they like the mom and dad were like sneaking off being superheroes because they didn't want their kids to like follow in their footsteps anymore.
Yeah, but then they were like, "Oh, fuck it."
Yeah, but he did want them to be superheroes though.
He did, and shit, the mother didn't.
Yeah, it's like that was the argument. It was like, let him try out for sports, let him be a superhero.
Yeah, let him be goated, and then she was like, "Where's my super suit?" That wasn't her, but I like that line.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was Jesus Christ that said that.
Yeah, that wasn't. Mr. Krabs likes money more than Pearl, but he does like he's not a bad dad, but like, you know, it is whatever.
Yeah, I can't recall where I put him, but I agree. He's not like the worst, but he's very self-centered.
The Ferb's dad, I guess, also Phineas's stepdad, if we're gonna talk about it that way. He's very standoffish. He is British too. He's actually very like stereotypical British dad. Like, don't get involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's kind of the classic like the dads that look like that in all like media as well, of like not really like of just being distant.
Yeah, just being like, "Oh, good work." Talk to your mom. Like, I've got to go to work.
It's like facing the newspaper, listen to your mother.
Yeah. I've also got fucking Jerry in here because I don't think he's a bad dad. He means well. He's just shit. You know what I mean?
He is just shit.
He's just
he does have a couple of times where it's like when he's like dating that alien woman, when he's like mid divorce or whatever, he like and like gets his kids to break. Like he says like to her the reason why he's breaking up with her is because the kids don't like him and stuff.
Yeah.
Which leads to wanting to kill the kids.
So here's the next one. What was his name? Fucking Professor Utonium. Yeah, I was like, it's Utonium, isn't it?
Like, fuck, you went first.
I would normally have put him in like good, but then I thought about it. Why the fuck didn't he just like? Why did he make children?
Yeah, like what sort of fucking weirdo is making kids in his basement?
Like, yeah, and I was like, he's probably a good dad, but like, what the fuck was he doing before?
Wasn't he trying to make like people that would like? Wasn't he trying to make 3 girls that were just sugar and spice and all things nice with no chemical X?
Yeah.
So like he just wanted 3 cute children.
To be fair, he could.
That sounds messed up.
In his defense, he could just be Pulp experiment gone wrong. God damn it, Jody.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, this is him. Yeah. Anyway,
he could just be like a guy who just has no luck dating, and was like, "Fuck it, I'll just make kids."
Maybe he just had no pulp.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, he could be shooting blanks.
He could be pulpless.
That's what we're calling infertile men now. Pulpless.
Yeah, that's. I think that's a nice way to put it.
I don't know if it is that nice. If I was infertile, I don't think I'd like being called a man without pulp.
Yeah, I suppose that's like if no, anyway. Fucking Dexter's dad is a sexual deviant. I'll say it.
I mean, to be fair, with Dexter's mum looking the way, you wouldn't be.
Have you not seen the fucking one where where his mum wears like the booty shorts that say like Dad's trophy or some shit on him?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's a sexual deviant.
If you're married to Dexter's mum, you would be a sexual deviant.
That's fair. Top shagger, respect. What the fuck do you call this fucking lion?
Mufasa. You can remember because he was gonna get killed by the buffalo, and he should have Mufasa.
I think people give him so much credit when we have no context to whether he was good or not.
He just told them that everything that the sky touched was his.
He just yeeted to his death, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he was so good." I was like, "No, he didn't. He just went fucking."
Kill it. Can I just see? Have you seen The Lion King?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have, believe it or not.
You are aware that he's there for like the first half an hour of the film?
Yeah.
He doesn't just yeet himself off the cliff in the first 5 seconds.
Basically does.
No.
He basically goes, "Here, you're gonna be king one day, you wee fucker." Yeah. And then he eats himself off the.
Yeah, vastly gonna disagree. He's a good parent from beyond the grave.
Yeah, that's cheating.
That's not cheating.
That's
What
cheating.
do you mean that's cheating?
That's cheating.
Dedication.
That's cheating.
Not even dying is gonna keep me from being a good father to my son.
How do you not know that there's a whole different spin to that movie where Simba was actually having a full mental breakdown and all these visions weren't real and they were like he was huffing actual copium and was seeing imaginary visions of his dad. And
all right, so what? So he's not allowed to be a good dad because you've headcanoned some bullshit.
No, you've had canon that he was seeing like he was doing it beyond the grave. My fucking hole. You tell me that movies believe in the afterlife? Cringe.
Movies based around Africa specifically believe in the afterlife, especially for royalty.
Wow, disagree. This is the great glass elevator of Lion King. Yeah, this is the real version. You haven't seen Lion King 2, the actual Lion King 2, where it turns out that Simba's been in a coma the whole time and it was all imaginary.
Oh. Lion King 2 is about Simba's daughter.
Nah, it was straight to DVD. That's not the real one. It's like 102 Dalmatians does also exist, Lion Eagle.
Nah.
Is Lion King 1.5 the first pre-sequel to ever exist?
It was like pre-sequel?
It's honestly...
Yeah.
It's honestly
like,
weird.
It's where like they go back and they include a like entry between two entries because they're like, oh, we wanted to tell this bit of story.
It depends when the American Tail films came out.
Like Fievel Goes West and shit?
Yeah, because it was number 1, then Fievel Goes West, and then they did 2 sequels where it was before Fievel Goes West.
Interesting. That does, I think, come before Lion King 1.5.
They are also straight to like VHS, but so Lion King 2 was as well, so...
I think Lion Eagle or
Lion Eagle.
Lion Eagle.
I think Lion King 2 was in theaters, but Lion King 1.5 was definitely straight to DVD.
I'm actually going to see Lion King 2 in theaters.
Anyway, Ned Flanders having the real opinion on. I really think Fred was a good husband. If we're going by, like, if I remember,
is this husband or is this dad?
Sorry, dad. Sorry,
you're crossing your lines. I don't.
Dad,
I trust
the
integrity of this tier list.
Dad,
it's like it's the same thing. It's the same metric. If you're a good dad, you're a good husband, and if you're a good husband, you're a good dad. There's no way you can be.
Well, that's not always true.
No, that's the point.
And I don't really know anything about the Smurf fucker, but he looks confident.
Papa Smurf.
I'll give it to him.
He definitely must have been a Smurf fucker to have that many kids as well.
Fuck off. Great dad dealers. I have no idea why Cleveland Brown's in here. I just really wanted to include him highly up. I just thought he's so much better of a dad. If you watch the Cleveland show, he's a really good dad in that, surprisingly.
Yeah, I don't think he ever like beats up his kids.
No. Doofenshmirtz actually kind of goated dad, I'll say it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually goated.
I agree. The fact that he wants to control the entire tri-state area does bring it down to great, I see, in your case.
Yeah. He's an evil person, but a good dad. So, he can't be goated. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Peppa Pig's dad's in there just because I like this fact that he's like 12 foot tall. It just makes me laugh. Also, I cannot...
Why is SpongeBob's dad up there?
I can't remember. He just looks nice. I don't know. I just in my head, the one episode I remember, his dad was very supportive of something, but I can't remember what it was. And I was like, what a supportive guy.
All I'm thinking is how annoying SpongeBob is, and to think that you must have raised him to be that annoying, you can't be a good parent.
Well, you say annoying, but he's very positive, enjoys his life. Depends how you look at that.
I need you to enjoy your life a little bit less, please. Thank you.
Yeah. If anything, he's raised a son who is happy with the fact that
I'm not allowed to enjoy my life.
No, what I'm saying is he has raised a son who is happy to be a fucking fry cook at a shitty restaurant. Alright, the best restaurant in Bikini Bottom. And be like happy with his life.
Bikini Bottom. It's easy.
Anyway,
like a celebrity. He's got a great life.
What I can't remember. Is it like it's not Buster? For some reason, I want to say it's Buster, but I don't think it is. It's just a stereotypical.
It's from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
it's Spike.
Anyway, he was just. I remember him like looking after his little baby dog, and it was all cute. He was a cute little boy.
Yeah, most of the reason he fucks with Tom and Jerry is because like they keep like waking up his son. And he's
Yeah.
like, all right, time to
Even looked
lay down and
after.
smack down.
Even looked after. I was like, which one's Tom? Which one's Jerry again? Fuck, I've forgotten. The
Did you remember?
the mouse is Jerry.
Good job.
Yes.
Sign. And the cat's Frasier.
Yeah, of course. Okay, top tier. Fucking Goofy's a goat. From the movie where he's in his son with the car and he tries to bond with his son and that's just a goated cinema moment. Like actually up there with some of the like what a goat. Marvin literally travels across the entire fucking world to find his son.
I'll say to fix a problem he caused.
Yeah, but he did it. But here, if Nemo just hadn't touched the butt, that's all I'm saying. If Nemo hadn't touched the butt, it would have been fine.
Man cleaned up his own spill and wanted a medal.
Bob from Bob's Burger actually goated dad. Excluding like the first season when they didn't know where they were going with him. After that, he's really good dad. I don't know why Jimmy Neutron's dad is in this. I actually have no opinion of him. I just think he's funny as fuck and he gets it.
He's at Nick All-Star Brawl now.
I love that picture of him with two ducks. He is
Two
in All-Stars
ducks.
Brawl now.
Yeah, he just looks like a fucking hero. I just want to get to know him, you know?
All-Stars Brawl really trying to like come back against multiverses.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it'll work.
Hugh Neutron does it right.
Is going to do that well.
Yeah.
No. I cannot. Is it Barney? It's Barney, isn't it?
Yeah, Barney.
It is Barney.
Barney was just. He really wanted. Like, when he. Was he infertile?
No, he had a kid.
No, but he had. No, because is Bam Bam not adopted?
Oh, maybe actually.
Yeah, because Bam Bam's adopted because he's infertile.
Not in the live action, for sure, though.
No, in the live action, I'm almost positive they adopt Bam Bam.
No.
BRB Googling? I got it.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, I was about to. Because I swear there'd been a thing about it. And I was like, because there's something about them not being able to have the kid, and it was like a really difficult thing for them in the live action thing. Maybe it was just
Oh my God, Bam Bam Rubble, sometimes called Bam Bam, is a fictional character in the Flintstones franchise, the adopted son of Barney and Betty Rubble.
Yeah, because he couldn't have kids.
I need more. I need to know what happens in the live action movie.
In the live action movie, they adopt them. I remember.
Where do they? Oh, do they just go to like an adoption?
They just go to adoption and pick him up because nobody wanted him, but they were like, he's perfect. You know what I mean?
And then they get him home and he's like, bam, bam.
If anything, an actual considering how old the Flintstones in that was probably considered quite a progressive episode at the time. That's why I think he's a goat. Considering how much he loves Bam Bam.
Depends if that was canon, like in the original.
I'm almost positive it is.
Like in the
but
original,
in 1960, it was downright revolutionary, if not destigmatizing, that the Flintstones was open about how Barney and Betty Rubble couldn't naturally conceive a child like the Flintstones, and that they were sad about it.
Yeah,
they don't say who is infertile, but like they say that they can't have kids.
Okay, but then also, Fred Flintstone sold cigarettes, so I'll say that wasn't revolutionary.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Like I think I remember that. I remember that vividly as a child.
I just want me some cigarettes.
Yeah, I remember that vividly as a child. Bam Bam being adopted. That's why I was so confident. And I was like, what a goated dad. That they wanted to have a parent so much. You know what? Respect. I'm not adopted, and I can't relate to it. But what a hero. What a king. That's the end of my tier list.
I need to see what cigarettes it was now. Hey, Barney. Give me those Winston cigarettes. I know you're infertile, but give me them.
For some reason, I thought you were about to do a Peter Griffin laugh after that. I don't know why. I just felt like it would have fitted in really well.
Yeah, but
Barney attempted suicide? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm just looking through controversial moments. There's, I'll just read off what they are. We won't go into any detail. There's Wilma and Fred's troubled marriage, Fred and Barney's love for showgirls and lying to their wives, goated father, by the way. Betty and Barney's infertility problems, Dino's one-night stand, Bam Bam's bachelor party, Fred had a gambling problem, Barney's suicide attempt, Fred's baby venue mix-up, and that was it.
Hey,
Fred's
look.
baby venue mix-up is on par with Barney trying to commit suicide in terms of controversial moments.
Sorry, I'm looking at this already. We have some differing opinions, I see.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a few differing opinions. Let me pull it up just so I've got it a bit bigger. Yo, that's the wrong chat. I just saw Boris Johnson on the Perfect Man or whatever it was. Yeah, so the
You mean
worst
man
out of
who
all.
survived a car crash.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that supposed to be one of our thumbnails?
No, I don't think so. That was during Modcast, I think. Like that was our Modcast podcast.
We should make like that Boris Johnson talking to Evan. That's the thumbnail.
So yeah, Peter Griffin, worst out of all time. He literally like probably has like I don't remember fully, but I feel like he's killed his kids multiple times, let alone like abused them.
Fair.
Like I'm fairly sure there's been cutaway gags and stuff where he just
Yeah.
kills his kid.
Meg definitely basically killed Meg at some point.
Yeah. Shitty father. You know, I feel like Stan maybe shouldn't be here, but then he has also like genetically altered his kids and stuff.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure he's
with,
like
experimental CIA drugs.
Mm-hmm. He's
Like,
got trackers in them,
like,
I'm fairly sure as well.
Like he was sick of Steve being at the age he was, so then he gave him like an age serum and then just turned him into an old man. Because he gave him like too much. And then once gave him boobs. But yeah, so like he's not good for that, but like he's an okay dad sometimes. But I just feel like genetically engineering your children puts you into shitty father, regardless of how good you are the rest of the time.
See, someone hasn't watched the Cleveland show.
Well, to be fair, he does a fair bit of terrorizing his kids in the Cleveland show as well.
Yeah, but like,
he's not as bad as Peter. Like I don't remember him ever taking a baseball bat.
Stan Marsh. One sec, Stan Marsh above Cleveland is like crazy.
That is crazy.
It's mad.
All right. I'll admit I don't really watch South Park, and I shouldn't have put Stan on the list at all. And I put Stan in before I put like Cleveland in. I'm fairly sure.
All right, it's Randy Marsh. Sorry.
Sorry, Randy Marsh. Stan's son. My bad.
Right.
But fucking, I will say having Marlon this low is insane.
Marlon's a shitty father.
Oh, Marlon. I called him Marvin, didn't I?
Marlon the Marvin.
Like you want to see a good single dad? Look up at the top of the list to Chad Finster. You want to see a bad single dad? Check out this bastard who sent his kid to Australia.
One sec. What do you mean sent? He didn't.
He sent his kid to death.
He was no. What happened? What happened was he was very overprotective of his son, and he learned to let go because as you grow up, you need to let your children go. However, it backfired because
he didn't learn to let go.
He did. He let him go to school. He let him go to school. He didn't want him to go to school, and then he let him go to school because he had the disability. And then he was like, "No, actually, you'll be fine. You can do it, son." And he was worried about him, and his worries were right because Nemo's a fucker. It was Nemo's fault.
I will say you are wrong on this. Marlon is a good father.
Nemo was doing basically nothing wrong, and then he just came out, just embarrassed him in front of all his friends, making him have to lash out and act out. Otherwise, everyone think he's a little pussy bitch.
Nemo touched the butt.
No one would ever like him. So then he had to go out and touch the butt, which then got him kidnapped by some Australian dude, which is the worst thing imaginable. Because then he ended up
going
in
to
Australia. Yeah, then he had to go to Australia. So then Marlon, all he does is he starts swimming for a bit, and then he just goes on a little joyride with some blue fish.
You're mad.
I'm saying it's kind of insane that like they're just in like a little speedboat, and they apparently traveled the entire fucking ocean back to Australia.
Because I don't know. I don't know where they started.
I think they started in Australia. To be honest, I think the whole thing's based in Australia.
Well, because like they talk about like all the fish in the sea. They talk about like how Marlin's traveling like across the oceans far and wide.
Yeah, across the ocean, and then the turtles do like a big like speed boost for him to get him in the Australian current.
Yeah. I actually want to talk about speed boosts after because me and Lannick will talk briefly about speed boosts.
God.
Did we?
Yeah, in your stream.
Okay.
But yeah, fuck you. He's a good dad.
He's not a good dad. But then onto the treat your kids better. We've got Hank Hill, who he's obviously not as bad as like these dads in Shitty Father. But sometimes he does like selfish things and things that aren't in the best interest of his kids, where he thinks they are. So just watch out for that king. King of the Hill guy. And then Mr. Incredible. He's in Treat Your Kids Better because like his actions between the first and second film are like very different. Like when he's like the stay-at-home dad, he learns to be like very good for his kids. But then in the first one, he like basically doesn't give a shit about them.
Mm-hmm.
He only really sees them as like a set of powers. So yeah, that's pretty bad. Honestly, I shouldn't have put the Peter Griffin rabbit from Gumball in here at all because I don't really know how he is. I just assume he is like very similar to Hank Hill in terms of like he's probably like a decent-ish dad, but then does things that are against their like will sometimes. and like what they
I'll
would
be
want.
back in a second. Continue.
No worries. Then we've got I can't remember his name, but he's from Clarence, and basically like he's an okay stepdad. Not really too much to say about him. Then Grandpa Simpson. He's on there just because he's not as bad as Homer, like he doesn't strangle his kids, but then he also wasn't very good to Homer. Mufasa's on Treat Your Kids Better because, you know, I do think he went above and beyond, but also he wasn't like the best dad when he was alive. Like like rather than telling him why he shouldn't go to like the elephant graveyard and stuff and telling him about like the past of the hyenas and everything, he was just like, no, just don't talk about it.
There's
So
also like
if
a
you
lot
did-
of like toxic masculinity, like, oh, you have to
True.
act kingly, like be, you know, be
True.
this, be that, yeah.
But like if he'd have had an open conversation with his son about what actually happened at the elephant graveyard and everything like that, then like none of the rest of it would have happened. Ned Flanders, Treat Your Kids Better. He's like an okay dad, but also like it's basically like if they're not like following his rule set, then like they can fuck off. So just be a bit more like better about your kids not being exactly carbon copies of you.
Also, talk about kids that are going to have religious trauma when they get older.
Exactly. Then there's the dad from Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs. Is a decent dad, but also like doesn't believe in his kid's dreams to be an inventor until like very late in the film.
Until he's already fucking done the thing. He was like, hey, maybe you can do this. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and it's like he's not terrible, but like also like he does some bads. Then Mr. Krabs, I've already kind of said it. Like he's more selfish than caring about Pearl. Okay, caretakers. Just like just like three his four dads that just do it. Basically, yeah, just four guys being dads, being bros.
Four dudes being guys.
They're all like okay parents. They don't do anything amazing out of the ordinary. I think Spike he goes above and beyond for protecting his kid, but also goes to the extent of abusing anyone who goes near his kid. So it's kind of a mixed bag there. I put Barney and Fred as good dads because you know they can't be goated or great because they go out and see hookers or whatever that controversial episode was.
Showgirls, it's actually a profession. You don't understand.
Then we've got the dad from Phineas and Ferb because, like we said, he's just kind of a decent dad. He's not like amazing or anything, but he's just a decent dad. Bob, I've mostly seen. I've seen some more, but the majority of Bob Burgers I saw was the first season where he was just kind of okay, but just never really cared about his kids that much.
When
Like,
it gets
he was
further
there for
into
them when they like needed him to be, but like otherwise he was just like groaning whenever they did anything. It was like just show your kids some support, my dude.
Yeah, after the first season, he becomes like actually goated dad. Very supportive.
And then, Professor Euphoria, whatever. I put him in good dad because you know he looks after because he looks after the Powerpuff Girls. But we have said some good points about like why the fuck did he make him in the first place? But then also, you know, he might just be pulpless. Great dad, the dad from Inside Out, is trying his best. Like the all the family are having such a shit time in that film. And honestly, I appreciate the fact that that he has anger as his main emotion that drives him, but then like manages to like keep track of everything. Papa Smurf, I mean, just look at that face. Look at him. Got to be a great dad. I mean, also, how can you not be a great dad if you look after like millions of kids and none of them are dead?
Well, that you know of.
Well, it's still got millions of them left, so it's
like the Disney thing. They cart the Smurfs out of Smurfville while they're dying. So that like, no one died in Smurfville.
Yeah. It's like one of those like the Snow Dogs or whatever movies where just like hundreds of puppies die while they're making it.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Is that real?
The Beverly Hills Chihuahua Curse as well.
Is that real? Sorry, did all the dogs from that show die? There's no way.
Yeah, like the movies that they did where it was all like dogs talking and stuff. Like just the dogs kept dying because they kept like taken out into really cold climates and they were just puppies and stuff.
Ugh, I hate that.
It's awful, but also.
Did you tell me putting those dogs in space to kill them?
2 died in the snow and 3 had to be euthanized due to intestinal complications.
See, there you go. Yeah,
they used 30 different puppies during filming and 5 of them died.
Fuck me.
Hey, that's only like what, 5% or 6%? What?
It's a sixth, so that's like 16.
Oh, 20.
Oh, that's a lot of higher
Yes.
percent than than that.
Yeah. But yeah, then you've got the gutted dads, which are basically just dads from shows I like. Because I love Peppa Pig. No, but like you got Goofy, like we said, he's a gutted dad. Doofenshmirtz, I can overlook the fact he wants to take over the tri-state area. He's a great dad. Just a great guy in general.
The fact that his company's called
especially later on.
his company name though, like
Doofenshmirtz.
Evil
Doofenshmirtz
Incorporated.
Incorporated.
Yeah, man's like, where does your dad work? Ah, well, have you heard of Evil Incorporated?
Yeah. And you got Chad Finster, who's Chad by name, Chad by nature.
His wife's absolutely
waiting to say that
gorgeous,
one.
though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's got an amazing wife. In fact,
Well, had.
he improved his wife. Let's be honest. Oh, you were saying his like
The
Chucky
OG.
was
What does
hot.
the
Yeah.
OG mom look like?
There's an
I
episode. There's
think-
an episode where Chucky like I think, gets the fever and talks to his mom or something. It's strange.
I think Japanese mom is hot.
I
Fair.
also think Japanese mom is pretty hot.
Don't disagree.
Then you got Hugh. How can you not love Hugh? He's like the best dad ever. Like he's a bit stupid, but he's a good dad.
Yeah, no, Japanese mom is way hotter than OG mom.
Yeah.
I can drop a pic in
Hey.
chat if we
Oh,
need to.
if you drop the pick, I'm getting bricked.
Oh God. Don't.
And you got Peppa Pig's dad, who
13
who
feet
is-
tall.
who is Peppa Pig dad by name, Chad by nature. He's just an absolute king. Then you got the dad from the Loud House who looks after like 7 million children.
Oh, Loud
it's-
House. That's one of the few I didn't know who the fuck that was.
Yeah, I had no idea at
Yeah.
all.
The Loud House is like it's past all of our time of watching cartoons, but it was on Netflix and I just started watching it one day and I was like, this is all right.
Hey,
And I just watched it.
if I want to put an honorary,
you put a picture of his first mom. Okay. What the fuck is that in her hand?
Huh?
Is that? It looks like a Mr. Potato Head, but made out of a dildo.
that's what killed her. I was gonna say, I know this doesn't fit into the category, but I wanna honorarily put fucking the woman from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends in this tier list. I know she's not a dad.
Frankie or grandma.
The actual grandma, fuck it, she gets in.
Okay.
She's goated.
When we have a Mother's tier list.
Yeah,
For
well,
Mother's Day.
yeah, we'll do a Mother's tier list for Mother's Day.
best.
Not,
Yeah, but you saying we're not going to make it to next
Next
Mother's
year,
Day,
guys,
not
tune
fair.
in.
yeah, you saying we're not going to be doing this forever? See, is that what you're telling me?
This is actually the closest podcast to Father's Day, right? Or was last week's?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
think
Father's
last week's was technically.
Mm.
Or was Father's Day this Sunday?
It was
oh,
just
no,
Sunday
19th,
there.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was just
this is
Sunday
the
there.
one immediately after Father's Day.
Yeah, so this is why we've done it, guys.
Yeah.
For
I-
those who are asking why, this is why we did a Father's Day.
Okay, well, now that we've wholesomely explained how all the dads are really nice, notice he's going to tell you about which ones he's going to fuck.
So
we didn't
no,
do that yet.
actually, because I wanted to do something that wasn't based on how good of a dad they are. And I was afraid that Lion Eagle or Jody were going to do the dads based on how fuckable they are. So I
Jody
present to
definitely
you
will.
the dads based on how well I think they can make biscuits and gravy.
Okay, so American Biscuits and Gravy, right?
What the fuck do you guys call biscuits?
Well, we don't-
because biscuits and gravy in the UK is fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
No,
because,
biscuits
because
don't
biscuits don't exist here, as you know them.
Some rich cheese and fucking gravy.
And their
Yeah,
gravy
biscuits
isn't
and
even like
cheese.
our gravy either.
What do you guys call a fucking biscuit then?
They don't exist.
Like-
We're not fucking mental.
You guys don't have just like
No, we don't.
baked
We don't.
wheat
We,
discs?
no, we
Not-
don't eat them with gravy. No, we have Yorkshire puddings. We don't need whatever you're eating.
What do you guys eat with fried chicken?
Nothing. Chips.
And
Yeah, fucking chips.
chips,
Sweet corn.
fries.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but,
send you a picture and you tell me if you have an equivalent.
so no, we don't. I've
No,
had
we
biscuits and
don't.
gravy. We
Yeah.
don't. I've ate biscuits and gravy see, when I've been in America. We don't have anything
Biscuits-
at all.
biscuits are like cookies.
They're nearly
That's
like
like-
fucking scones for fuck's sake. That's
Yeah,
what
I know
yeah.
what you guys call biscuits, but I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, it's kind of like scones, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like a
But
scone, but it
biscuits.
doesn't taste anything like a scone. Like it's hard to
Yeah, they're
explain.
savory. Yeah.
Well, you can have savory scones. But
Don't get me wrong, they're nice, but they when we eat chicken, like you have it with chips and like sweet corn.
it's like we have like you can do like savory cheese scones.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but anyway, Biscuits and
I mean,
Gravy.
that's just like the thing at Red Lobster.
Yes. What do you guys call those?
I don't know what he's
Well,
talking about.
we don't have those.
You don't have Red Lobster?
No.
God damn it.
As we've discussed before, lobster like isn't eaten here, basically.
No, lobster is like high end here.
Yeah, it's like fancy, but for you, it's like
Yeah.
put it in a roll, have it in a sandwich.
Which is crazy because they're just as common in the waters. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, it's like the coast. They're like super common. Like we have like Red Lobster, which is like a chain fast food or like chain seafood restaurant. But like, it's fairly expensive.
Yeah, my parents went
Yeah,
whenever I was
guess
in Florida. My parents went
guess
there on
not
like a
in London,
date night kind of thing, and we weren't allowed to come because it was, well, we were kids, and they were like, "It's too fancy for you." I'm like, "Okay."
Were they allowed to come?
I was like, yeah,
You want me to answer that question? Like, what do you want me to?
good lobster. It's like $30 a plate, so it's pretty pricey over here.
No, it's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Is that like what it would be to get like lobster anywhere though, or is that like Red Lobster?
Like at Red Lobster, you could probably get like I don't know, $22, $25 lobster. But like any respectable lobster place would be like $30+.
Okay, so it's still quite pricey then.
Yeah.
Red Lobster's kind of
Is-
like
is-
in my head, it's kind of
is
like
it-
those chain Italian restaurants, like
It
Frankie
is
and
literally
Benny's.
the Olive Garden equivalent. Yes.
Yeah, like it's
They're
kind of
owned by the same company.
It's kind of like, oh, we do this kind of. It's like if you want to go for a nice meal but not pay nice meal prices. You know what I mean?
You know what? As a non-American, what would make my day is if they gave the breadsticks to Red Lobster and then gave the cheese crackers or cheese biscuits to Olive Garden.
That would actually be kind of hype. The cheddar bay biscuits at Olive Garden. Anyway,
Yeah.
into the how well I think these are cooks. The fucking Phineas and Ferb dad, I don't think he can do shit, if I'm being honest. He feels hard carried by his hyper intelligent children and his goated wife.
He's a British dad. He can't cook.
Yeah.
They especially won't even know what biscuits and gravy is. So
That's also true. Yeah.
It'd cook you a digestive in brown gravy. Also, sorry, the biscuit wasn't my confusing part. What the fuck is the grey gravy?
Yeah, even that gravy is not what we call gravy. It's almost like a creamy sort of a creamy. I don't know how to describe it.
It's got like bits in it. What's the bits?
It's black pepper. Or sometimes you can do like mushroom gravy, or sometimes you can like use bacon grease to make it, and so you get like bits of meat.
It's American juice.
They also do like
I think I'm looking at mushrooms right now.
You can do like sausage gravy is actually the most popular. You'll have like bits of sausage in there.
Yeah, I've had that when I was in
Oh,
Florida.
yeah,
That's what I had.
This is sausage gravy. This is the picture.
Yeah. So I was thinking vegetarian mode for some reason, which is why I was like, yeah, it's like black pepper, like country gravy. I was like, oh wait,
It's probably never that. Yeah.
There's definitely something in there. So I was like, if this is black pepper, you also don't have the same black pepper. Black pepper is a kind of meat in America.
But yeah, so basically, most of the guys down here, like your Peter, your Dexter's dad, your fucking Eustace, Abe, and fucking Phineas and Ferb dad, who probably has a name that I don't know, all just kind of useless, don't really do a lot. Fucking, if you think that Mr. Mufasa here is fucking, like, he eats raw ass deer. If you think he's gonna sit there and cook up some fucking food, wrong answer. That man hasn't cooked a thing in his life.
Can I counter one point in your bottom tier? Sure. Mr. Krabs literally owns a restaurant.
Does Mr. Krabs
do you see him back there cooking? Yeah.
Well, he had to make
capitalist through and through.
Yeah, Big Man has the Krabby Patty.
McDonald in the McDonald's frying fucking burgers.
He made the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Did he make the secret formula?
He must have.
Or did he get it passed down for generations?
I actually don't know the lore. That's actually true. I don't know the lore.
I don't know the lore. Where did Krabby Patty?
Jody, this seems like something you would know. Please type in chat.
Fraud, and he would fucking like pay someone to make shit for him, so he's never had to cook a day in his life.
I don't know. I kind of think he could probably slap up a decent fry. You know what I mean?
Also, with Marlin, it'd be kind of hard to cook biscuits and gravy underwater.
That's fair.
Also, he will just eat like kelp or some shit. So
honestly, I'll move it up. He should have been in Hey You Tried. He would try his damnedest to make some biscuits and gravy, but he's underwater. But yeah, so these guys are. I think that they mean well, but boy, are they fucking incompetent. So like Homer, he probably could cook. It wouldn't be good though. Same goes for pretty much everyone in the tier list. Passable are like they could make biscuits and gravy, but it wouldn't be good. But they're not gonna like burn the house down. It's like just middle of the road. Stan, I think could cook pretty well actually, but because he's like fucking like upper middle class Republican, what he fucking does is it's like store-bought biscuits, store-bought packet gravy, just like no soul put into it at all.
Well, that's what he married his wife for, to make food. Why would he do it?
Exactly. But he gets the job done. So that's also how I feel about the Inside Out guy.
They have TV dinner energy, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Professor Utonium, he would be like very scientific, very by the books. He wouldn't like branch out and like try crazy new things, or like, you know, like there's just like a certain je ne sais quoi that goes with cooking, where you kind of just have like vibe it out as you're cooking. He's very scientific to the T. Just
you'd probably put in a bit too much sugar and a bit too much spice and a bit too much of everything nice. Am I right?
True.
Am I right?
A little bit of pulp.
Well, we've discovered he doesn't really have any pulp, we think.
Makes a mean biscuit. So something I realized about the single dads is that I think all of the single dads are probably good cooks because they have to be. The only single dads I have ranked kind of low were Doofenshmirtz and Marlin. Other than that, I have all of the single dads ranked pretty highly.
Yeah, Doofenshmirtz would just make a biscuits and gravy that could insulate the entire tri-state area. So.
I would also like to say that Ferb's dad did remarry, so it was at one point single.
That's true.
True.
So he might have.
We don't know for how long. Maybe that was
like 2 days. Like, yeah, he just moved on.
He's also still British.
Yeah, also true. Yeah.
Yeah, so our single dads that could probably make a mean fucking biscuit. We've got Steven Universe's dad. We've got fucking Spike. We've got Goofy. We've got fucking Chuck Finster pre getting married. They all fuck it up. They make some mean ass biscuits and gravy.
Well, I mean, do you lose how to make biscuits and gravy? Because I feel like Chad would just still know, right?
What do you mean?
And he'd like have to keep it up because it's not like his Japanese wife's gonna know how to do it. She's both Japanese and French. Her meal's gonna be weird as shit.
Bro, if you're fucking, it's making biscuits and gravies. Honestly, it's kind of like riding a bike. You just never forget.
Exactly. So if he's done it while he was a single dad, it doesn't matter. He's married now.
Yeah. But he still said he makes a mean one, but not goated.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he learned when he was a single dad.
Yeah,
is what I was getting at. Yeah. Cleveland, I don't know. Like Cleveland and Hank, they both kind of go together. That like they enjoy food quite a bit on the show. So like they definitely make an above average biscuits and gravy. They know how to cook. Caillou's dad, I don't know. There's just something about being like loving and caring that I'm just like, damn, you probably know how to cook. Like supportive fathers probably took at least a little bit of time to like know how to cook a few things. And biscuits and gravy is real easy to make. Honestly, part of the reasons I did biscuits and gravy is because when my dad was like doing the single dad thing, like when I was still young, I guess he still is a single dad, but when we were younger, biscuits and gravy was like one of his go-tos. And so that's what made me think of biscuits and gravy.
Also, I'll say, why Caillou bald though?
Why is Caillou bald though? Is the milkman bald? Does anyone know?
I know nothing about the show Caillou. I know it exists and that is it.
I know he's bald and people say he looks like NL.
Do you know that he's just a kid who's 4 and each day he learns some more?
I didn't actually. That's news to me.
He's going to eventually stop learning when the leukemia gets him.
Him and fucking... What's the guy from Snoopy called? The one who also definitely has cancer?
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, when him and Charlie Brown meet in heaven.
What's the guy from
He's Charlie Brown leukemia.
God damn it. Randy Marsh, there's just something about being white trash that you like know your way around a kitchen.
There also was a whole episode where he became a chef, and remember when the cream free episode?
Crazy enough, he made biscuits and gravy as a chef.
He became like a school like chef, like canteen chef, but he takes it like really seriously, and he like acts as if he's fucking Gordon Ramsay, and he makes all these like gourmet dishes for kids.
Right.
So yeah,
I love that actually.
Yeah. And he records it all, and he's all like they're all sitting there waiting for him, and he's like spending like 30 minutes on like one kid's food.
And then I'm pretty sure in one of the SpongeBob episodes they fucking cook food together. So that was my logic here.
It's probably where his passion for becoming a
not really relevant to like Randy's thing, but like is biscuits and gravy something you'd have in like a cafeteria? Because it seems like you could like make a big.
Yeah, you could do that for like breakfast.
Yeah, a big tub of gravy, and then just like hand everyone a biscuit.
That's a breakfast food?
Yeah, it's breakfast food, dude. And to be fair,
that's their beans on toast.
Yeah, they need something to replace that shitty fucking bacon that they eat.
That's their beans on toast, dude.
Do you put cheese on your gravy?
I do not personally.
That doesn't sound like it'd be horrible though. I mean,
No, I've had it.
To be fair,
All I'll say is I've had
biscuits
it.
and gravy sound horrible, but not the cheese.
Biscuits and gravy are actually very good. If
They're
I
very
come to
good.
the UK, I will make you guys some biscuits and gravy.
I've had it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'll also make you some biscuits and gravy.
I'll make you some beans and toast.
So what do you guys call gravy then? If I'm weird about the gravy.
That doesn't exist. As I said, that concept doesn't exist.
The gravy
I was gonna say white gravy. Yeah, you guys have brown gravy though, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, that's called gravy. Yeah.
Okay.
I assume is the same thing because they're both brown, but you probably end up it's probably just gonna be like dog shit.
You'll either make it.
What we call biscuits and gravy is like usually like white gravy, is what we call it, and then brown gravy is like your
for your roast dinner or whatever.
Potatoes and yeah.
Yeah, I assume our brown gravies are the same, but like I say, I can never know.
Fair enough.
We just don't have that you're talking about. Like that gravy doesn't exist.
Like melted down bullets or something is what you use for your brown gravy.
And then goated chefs. Rick himself probably can't cook well, but he can create a machine that's going to make the best damn biscuits and gravy you've ever had in your life.
Fair.
Yeah, it'd be annoyingly smug about it as well. It'd be like you can literally never taste. Like he would do it and never make them again, so you would know that you would never taste the best biscuits and gravy ever again.
Yeah.
He would portal gun to some fucking universe that makes the best gravy, and then he would kill everyone there, so you could never experience it again.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
You'd piss him off and say how much you like biscuits and gravy, then he would make it physically impossible for you to have biscuits and gravy as good as that ever again.
Yeah.
So he would taint biscuits and gravy forever for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, that one would be really nice.
Yeah.
Bob is a chef. Come on now. Mm-hmm. The flapjack guy and the fucking Papa Smurf. They just seem like they would just like put their whole cartoonacy into it, you know. Same with the idiot here. They would just like just really go all out. You just like soul food. You can like really taste the love in the food. Not to be confused with them adding pulp to the food.
That's what I do when I love my food. I just fill it with pulp.
Ned Flanders. You guys have seen the Simpsons movie, right?
Oh yeah, when he makes biscuits and gravy.
when he makes the hot chocolate and he does like the whipped cream and the fucking marshmallow and then he fucking has a little blowtorch. So he would go all out and just make like super fucking obnoxious, over the top, delicious biscuits and gravy. Also being super fucking smug about it, similar to Rick. Hugh Neutron. I don't know. This one is possibly a hot take. I just gut check him as someone who knows how to fucking cook like a savant. Actually, Gordon Ramsay in a fool's body.
I don't know if there is an episode where he's like a goated chef, but also if there's not, and we're going on headcanon, absolutely for no fucking shot.
for me, if I was just to look at it, have no prior, he gives me energy of my wife makes my food, I come home, I eat my dinner, and then I read the news.
Like based on what I've seen of Jimmy Neutron, he would just like burn down the entire neighborhood trying to make the biscuits.
Nah, that's my gut check.
Unless there's a specific episode where they show that you can cook, that's what you would do.
Also, I don't know if there is or not. Someone look it up for us.
Give me the Peppa Pig take. What's the deal here? I need to know. Why do you think
I haven't
he can
seen a lot of Peppa Pig, but Big Boy can probably chef.
Yeah, all I'm saying is some of the gravy not made from him.
Big Boy got a big wife. Yeah.
You saying that like the gravy is just his fucking sweat? He just sweats it out.
Yeah, what if he makes sausage gravy?
Yeah, it's just him like rinse it, like he just squeezes the sweat off him and just yum yum yum.
I hate that. And then Archer, he definitely like took cooking classes to like impress a girl or some shit.
I'm pretty
sure.
Or
it's like part of his spy training to go undercover. He like took some fucking cooking classes so he could make some fucking biscuits.
I'm almost positive it is canon that because his parents were never around, he had to cook, and he has like a butler as well who taught him to cook.
Yeah, so Archer definitely goated chef.
Also, he sounds a little like Bob from Bob's Burgers. So.
Oh, that's true. There's also that. I don't know if you've watched it that far, but there is like a random scene in Archer where he loses his memory and then starts a family, and he opens a shop called Bob's Burgers, and he has a family that looks exactly the same. That was funny.
I'm sorry, did you just say there's a crossover between Archer and Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not
Archer passes out, and he wakes up.
No, because he loses
a hallucination.
Yeah.
The art styles are so fucking different.
Correct. Yeah. They just do Bob's Burger in the Archer art style.
Yeah. It's just that like Archer wakes like has it's hallucination or he loses memory or some shit, and he just like starts a new life as Bob, and then all his memories come back, and he just like leaves his family like there.
Bob's Burger Archer. Oh yeah, they're just not. It's just Archer with Bob's mustache.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
Yeah, so that is the definitive how these dads would rank up trying to cook some biscuits and gravy.
It's weird seeing all the Bob's Burgers characters and not like the weird worm people that they normally are.
yeah, but also Professor Utonium, he's top of the Shag tier list anyway. Oh,
I'm really upset Jody wasn't here so we couldn't see the DILF tier list.
I would have liked that. I would like to have known. It would be interesting to say the least.
Oh no, someone's drawn the other way around.
What have we got? Have we got anything else we want to talk about? Because I think you're in a bit of a timeline, Dave, or time crunch.
Yeah, I have one more thing I kind of want to talk about, but we can do it next week because it involves the episode of The Yard that came out today.
Which I'm not fully up to date with.
It would be hot off the presses, but if you do have to go, then it's fine.
I mean, have I gotten a text from her yet? Fuck, I did get a text 2 minutes ago. All right, I should probably head out then.
No.
That is fair. Well, thank you very much for listening. Obviously listening because we have many audio listeners. That's all on these audio platforms. Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate that.
Yep. Next week we'll give you a little hint. We're going to be talking about a topic,
and it might involve the Yard podcast.
Yeah, if
it might involve Jimmy Bean. Even.
Oh, I was going to say, if you want to know, you'll have to check out The Yard, because then, if we start making people watch The Yard, then The Yard might ask people to start watching us.
Yeah, that's how that works. Because they're already watching us, so they'll see that we shouted them.
They are watching us. They do bring up our content quite a bit.
You got Captain Beanie on the show. They were talking about cool math games.
Yeah, kind of mad.
Started talking about eating soap like Curly.
Yeah, watch next week's Slime and be like, "Hey guys, have you seen the thing about Pulp?"
Oh my god! Imagine Stan's asked Ludwig the Pulp question, and then the Pulp question makes it onto The Yard. I will actually lose my shit.
I'll lose my shit because no one will be able to track it back to me. It'll.
There is a slight chance that happens.
Yeah, because it's never made.
All that needs to happen is for Stans and Ludwig to do content together, because I'm gonna ask that question and say, "Can you ask Ludwig?" Because I'm sure he will have because Stans kind of liked the bit about the Pulp.
Yeah,
he
did.
God.
But
I'm sure he'll do it again. So I'll get Ludwig to. I'll say, "Can you ask Ludwig to ask on The Yard?"
This needs to be our thing now. We need
the great Pulp debate.
The great Pulp debate. Oh,
is he the Pulp on that episode? Right, that wraps it up for today's episode.
That's the end of the episode, Pog of The Yard. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, the LSF podcast.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Yard.
Bye. Follow us and everything and that. I love you.